Welcome to HugeOden's Gamers, News, and More tonight. I am Odin Atkins, and let's get on to today's headlines. Starting with the first headline, it's another L for Roblox today. As a mom is going to be suing Roblox after their 13-year-old daughter unalived herself due to an extremist group who plans on doing school shootings and other crazy stuff of the sort. I honestly think, and this all happened because they first started talking on Roblox and then they were led off platform to Discord, and it then went south from there. Honestly, I think Discord should start getting more moderation as well, because honestly, Roblox is not the only ones in hot water right now. I think Discord needs to really step up their game too, because if people are committing suicide over things like this, then there's a serious issue. And I think it's honestly not a good thing that's going to be happening as we speak if this continues. Remember, if you are ever feeling hopeless, there are people out there that care about you. If you ever experience suicidal thoughts, please speak to somebody about it, as suicide is never the answer to your solutions. All right, moving on to our next story. Tyler, the creator, is now officially out in Fortnite. This is what he looks like, what right here in the background in this little screen, and I think he looks really cool in this one. I haven't heard his jam tracks yet because I haven't played Fortnite today, but you know, it's fine. So again, he's got all kinds of stuff. I like his skin. He's got multiple skins, I think, actually. This is just one of them. And yeah. All right, our next story is one that has happened, I think, yesterday, but I didn't cover it because the government shutdown was ending. And but the United States just carried out its 20th attack on a vessel in the Caribbean Ocean, or not Caribbean Ocean, but in the Caribbean waters, and killed 4 people over what is called as the United States calls it, a military operation in order to stop narcotics from entering the United States. Now, I do not think this should have. I don't think this is an excuse to murder 4 people. I do not think this is an excuse to murder 4 people. There are better ways to do this than to actually just straight up end people's lives. Because I just want to clarify, this happened in international waters, which means no one owns the water. So technically, and war crime activists are saying that the United States have committed a war crime doing that. This is also coming as tensions between the United States and Ecuador continues to grow. I won't be the government in the United States have talked about launching more military operations if things escalate, and they even mentioned on land attacks. This, I hopefully this does not come to it because I do not want my country at war. So we've already dealt with enough wars as it is. Um, so hopefully this gets resolved soon and tensions start to boil or tensions start to go down. So yeah. Our next story is between Australia and Indonesia as they have announced a new security treaty to where if one of the countries feels threatened, the other will consult, both of them will consult each other as pretty much they're going to be allies with each other. So it's it's good to see that countries in the it's good to see that democratic countries in the Oceania and Asia grouping up together to help each other out, especially in times like today, where countries like China is weaponizing, North Korea is weaponizing. You want to stay safe from whatever threats that you can possibly be from, because if it's you're stronger in numbers, really. I would like to see more countries do something similar to this, or maybe even make their own treaty that is like the NATO treaty organization that applies to the southwestern Pacific Ocean, or maybe it's the Pacific Treaty, or we could just call it the South Pacific Treaty Organization. I feel like countries like Japan, Indonesia, Australia should be part of it. Japan, South Korea, Philippines, a bunch of other countries should be there too. Anyone who's really a democratic country that does not want anything to do with war. I feel like that would basically, I think Vietnam would need to join too for the protection against each other. So, but that's just an idea. It's not going, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but if it did happen, it'd be cool. And then our final story of the day is about U.S. tariffs on Switzerland, as after an agreement was made between the United States and Switzerland, the United States have decided to lower the tariffs from 39% to 15% on Switzerland after Switzerland has made an agreement to invest $200 million in the U.S. By the end of 2028. So that will definitely help Swiss people purchase more goods from the United States. However, it's still at 15%. It's still higher than what it used to be, but it's better than what it was for them. So, I guess if you order from places from that have their products in the United States, I guess you guys are going to have cheaper prices by like maybe 15. I think it's going to be what? 25% cheaper. unless if inflation keeps it permanently that high, but I don't think that's going to be the case because yeah. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's news. We'll see you guys again tomorrow night. The reason why this video is so short is because nothing really happened today when it comes to Steam, Xbox, or PlayStation, or really or even Minecraft. Nothing happened in Minecraft either. So um, we await some more news articles tomorrow. We'll see you guys then.